Hey, have you heard about Project Uddannelses Hospitalet in Denmark? It's super interesting.
Oh, no, I haven't. What's it all about?
Well, it's this innovative project aimed at strengthening the connection between theory and practice in nursing education. It's
Right.
designed to improve the learning environment and bolster the professional identity of clinical staff.
That sounds fascinating. So, how exactly does it work?
So, they have this setup where lecturers from the Professionshøjskole, think of it like a university college, are actually present in the clinical setting daily.
Oh, interesting.
They collaborate with the nursing staff to educate the students directly in the hospital environment.
That's a brilliant idea. It must really help bridge the gap between classroom learning and real-world practice.
Exactly. And what's really cool is that this approach makes the clinical staff feel more included in the educational process. It enhances their professional identity because they actively contribute to the students' learning alongside the lecturers.
I can imagine. It probably also empowers them to keep their theoretical knowledge fresh.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. One of the findings from the study showed that access to theoretical knowledge through the lecturers actually gave the nursing staff more confidence in their clinical
Right.
identity. They felt more up-to-date and included in the latest developments in nursing theory.
That's so important, especially in a field that evolves as rapidly as healthcare.
Absolutely. And the project also addresses the issue of nursing shortages
Oh,
by
yeah.
improving the transition from education to professional practice, which is a factor in why some students leave the profession.
So, by strengthening that connection, they're hoping to retain more nurses in the field?
Exactly. It's like they're building a more cohesive learning environment that supports students and staff alike.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation.
That's fantastic. Were there any challenges mentioned in implementing this project?
Well, there were some role conflicts initially.
Oh?
The clinical staff weren't always clear on what the lecturers' roles were in the hospital setting.
I guess that makes sense. Mixing academic and clinical roles can be tricky.
Exactly. But over time, they found that open communication and ongoing negotiation of roles helped.
Right.
They started to see the lecturers as valuable resources rather than outsiders.
That's great. It's all about collaboration and understanding, isn't it?
Definitely. Another interesting point was that the clinical staff felt more motivated when they were involved in the students' education. It gave them a sense of purpose and inclusion.
I love that. It's like they're not just employees, but active participants in shaping future professionals.
Exactly. And the students benefit by getting a more integrated learning experience.
Yeah.
They can see how theory applies directly to practice.
It sounds like a model that could be adopted elsewhere. Do you think it has potential on a larger scale?
I think so. By fostering a collaborative environment, it could help address some of the systemic issues in nursing education and retention.
Right.
It's all about bridging that gap between knowing and doing.
Couldn't agree more. Are there any specific success stories from the project?
Well, one staff member mentioned that working with students and lecturers motivated them to stay updated with the newest knowledge.
Oh, nice.
It prevented them from falling into old habits and kept the work exciting.
That's inspiring. It shows professional growth isn't just for the students, but for everyone involved.
Exactly. But, it wasn't all smooth sailing.
Yeah?
Some staff felt a bit intimidated by the lecturer's theoretical knowledge at first.
Oh, I can see that happening. How did they overcome that?
Over time, by working together and realizing that everyone brings valuable skills to the table.
Right.
The lecturers learned from the staff's practical experience, too.
That's the beauty of collaboration. Everyone has something to teach and something to learn.
Exactly. And that
Yeah.
mutual respect fostered a positive learning environment for the students.
It really seems like a holistic approach to education.
It is. And the project emphasizes continuous negotiation of roles, which is crucial. It's not set in stone, and they adapt as they go.
Flexibility is key in any innovative initiative.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Overall, the project shows promising results in improving nursing education and could potentially alleviate nurse shortages in the long run.
That's really encouraging. I hope more institutions take note and consider similar models.
Me too. It's all about improving patient care at the end of the day.
Right.
When nurses are better prepared and more confident, everyone benefits.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing that. It's been enlightening.
Anytime. I'm glad we could dive into it.
Let's keep an eye on how this project develops. It could be groundbreaking.
Definitely. Maybe we can revisit it in a future episode.
Sounds like a plan.